Boxing fans here at Wembley, we just seen a devastating performance by Jai Opetaia against Jordan Thompson. Just talk to me about that, Ade Oladipo.
He's good. Hey, he's good. You know what it is? I'm trying to not get overly excited as to how good he is, just because I wasn't sure how good Jordan Thompson is. So it wasn't like he did that to a fellow world level fighter. But the way in which he just went through the gears on Jordan, it was reminiscent. Hey, the lights come on. It was almost like a young Usyk. I remember watching Usyk in the Olympics, like a young Usyk, faster Usyk, not this guy that we see now, faster Usyk. Spiteful, very aggressive. And when he landed, it's almost like he smelt blood. I just want to go and kill. A bit like what Crawford would do when he knows you're hurt, or Wilder. I'm talking big names here. I've said about Crawford, I've said Wilder, I've said Usyk. I'm just very impressed by him. He is, he's a dangerous man. Doesn't smile, came in here full of confidence. Jordan Thompson was massive in the ring and nothing. Jordan Thompson landed a right hand in the third round, I think it was. This guy walked straight through it. Now if you're Jordan, you think, 1 second, I've put everything into that, hit you on the button and you're coming. Nah, that's scary. Nah. That's danger.
Which fight in that division do you think is going to be a tough opposition for him? We see Chris Smith, who's here on my left, obviously Gulimarian, and then we've got Badou Jack, who I don't think we can count because he's fighting in Saudi, but out of the two?
It's funny, none of them. It's funny because for me, and this is no disrespect to Chris Smith or any of those guys, Badou Jack I think wants to go to Bridgerweight, so he'll vacate. And Gulimarian's like the most unknown cruiserweight that we've never known. I don't know too much about him. I think it almost could be the guys that are the non-champions. Okay. So Riakporhe, and I know he lost to Billy Smith, but Okoli maybe. Because I feel like you have to dent him. No one's going to have a boxing match with him. No, what cruiserweight's going to have a boxing match with him? He's too good. So you almost have to dent him with everything. So I'm just thinking of the biggest punches. This is a very basic take on it. But I'm thinking, who are the biggest punching cruiserweights? And it probably still is Riakporhe and Okoli. So they're the only two that I give a small chance. But no. His feet. Dude, he was... And not only that, but he throws his left, but then goes to his feet are quick, everything's quick. Honestly, an incredible fighter, incredible performance, and good luck to anyone.
Just a final one before I let you go. Yesterday, we were going through social media, and wow, news broke. Signed deal, Oleksandr Usyk and Tyson Fury. Just talk to me about that one, man.
Yeah, look, I mean, we all want to see it, right? Look, boxing's had an incredible year, and if it were to happen, I don't think it will end of the year, then, I mean, it's a cherry on top of the cake. But it's weird, it's signed, and I tweeted this, I said, everyone's talking about it. I said, promoters have told you it's signed, managers have said it, the fighters have said, 90% of you don't believe it's going to happen. And that's because we've been burnt before. I mean, we've still not got a date, so all of a sudden there's a fight poster, but there's no date. So, yeah, I don't know. Do I think it's going to happen? Yes, but I can understand why fight fans are skeptical with it. But if it does happen, I mean, look, number one versus number two, another undisputed fight, and it's the heavyweight division. That's the big daddy of the divisions, and you've got the best two. So I hope that we're not going to get burnt again, but we have been. Fury announced AJ. Eddie Hearn told us, where is he, that AJ Wilder's done. So I don't know, man. I think everyone's right to be a bit skeptical, but I think it's going to happen.
The same December 23rd, which could be the same day as Eubank Ben. Do you think they've sort of said that date?
We've got time, haven't we? It's time now, so that's what it feels.
Okay, just the last one. Obviously, December 23rd is the date that's touted for it. Same day as Eubank Ben.
Yeah.
What do you make of that? Do you reckon that's just a day they put out there just to ruffle the feathers?
100%, because I know Eddie probably was itching to announce Ben Eubank for the 23rd. Whether or not that's true or not, I don't know. But he can't go head-to-head with that. I mean, sometimes you have to think, no. And I think if I'm Eddie, I mean, I kind of, I don't know, have a conversation with Frank and say, look, are you going on that date? Because I've got something planned. Because there's no, and not only that, forget them two trying to compete with each other. For us as fight fans, I know Ben Eubank's still getting a lot of stick, and rightly so, right? But we can't have those two big fights on the same day. It's silly. It's silly. Why compete with each other? Let's just maybe have one plan for the new year and one for the end of the year. But exciting times for boxing. Uni, I mean, look, you've covered the sport for a long time. Me and you've been to events. I haven't seen a year like this. We probably have a new way fighting for a super bantamweight undisputed title this year. In about a few hours, I don't know when this is going up, we've got Charlo versus Canelo, or should I say Canelo versus Charlo. So an incredible year for boxing. And I hope that we get some good news about Usyk Fury, legit news, a date. But Fury's still got to get past Ngannou. And what I mean by that, Uni, is look, he's going to beat him. But I'm
Please don't do
talking. No,
that.
I'm talking injuries. Give me the mic. No, I'm talking injuries. I'm saying anything could happen in that fight. He could get injured. We've seen it against Fury and Otto Volin. A nasty cut. Ngannou's a big man, 6'6", 270 pounds. He's a big guy. He can get injured. So, and then he's not going to go from fight camp to fight camp either. Tyson Fury. We know he's not going to do that. So, Fury Usyk will happen in March. Ben Eubank in December, and that's that.
Cool. We've got to go. They're kicking us out, and you've also got a taxi coming. So let's just do it. Let's call it. Ade Oladipo, always a pleasure, mate. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
So, man, I'll see you next week in Sheffield, mate.